Hi there, and welcome to today's intention. Okay, so for today, quite honestly, I'm feeling very overwhelmed by energies that I don't really understand. So I'm kind of off kilter. And so I'm looking forward to just having this practice right now and finding that place of peace inside the heart and the connection to the greater we that we are for comfort and strength. So if you'd like to follow along with me, we're going to do our empowered intention today. If you could find a place to sit or lie down for the next 30 minutes or so with your eyes closed and not be disturbed, that would be good. And even though your eyes will be closed, it's going to drive me nuts that this camera is crooked. So there we go. That's a little better. Okay, so go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to start with a few slow, deep breaths. Take the breath of life in. And when you exhale, I want you to just let everything go. All the cares and concerns just dissolve and float away. And the next breath in, I want you to take a really full one. Start with your lower belly and your upper abdomen. And then expand your lower rib cage out towards the back. Really fill up with as much air as you can take in. And when you exhale, I want you to just feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always taking care of us. And we'll use our visualization to enhance our next breath. We just breathe light directly into our hearts and then exhale light directly from our hearts. Good. And now we're going to pay attention to the body. Make sure it's good and relaxed for this inwards journey. If you could bring your awareness down to your feet right now and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies are these wonderful, loyal friends that always want to do our bidding. Sometimes we just need to ask. Now, if you can, feel your energy leaving through your feet into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest, circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. Then we go to the ankles, the shins, the calves, and knees, and everything relaxes. Every body part or area that we touch upon, I want you to just allow it to go back to its original blueprint of perfection. No inflammation, no pain, just your very original blueprint of perfect balance and harmony that you are. We move into the upper legs, the hips, the buttocks, the pelvic area. We feel everything loosen. Into the inner organs, the rib cage, breast, chest, full back and spine. Everything softens. Our shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands, and fingers hanging loosely. Our neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we'll take our attention up to the skin of our scalp. This is a place where tension can hide sometimes. So I want you to take anything you find there right now and release it. Almost as if your ears could wiggle. Maybe you can wiggle your ears. We move down into the jaw and allow it to unhinge. Open up, open, and receive the breath of life. And feel all of our facial muscles relax into a pool of perfect relaxation. Just melt away. And then if you can, see if you can't get your eyelids to soften a few extra degrees. And then we move inwards and we ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. And now we're going to talk to our mind. We're going to thank it actually for all the hard work it does on our behalf all the time. We're actually going to invite it to have a seat, virtual seat on the couch right now, and just chillax for a bit while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want our minds to stick around and be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for a little while. Now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts and they're moving so fast. So let's invite the help of the elements to help us deal with our thoughts today. We'll start with the element of fire, and you can see that element as the sun if you like. Fire is a wonderful element for burning up that which we no longer need, purifying us, allowing us to be reborn from the ashes. Then we'll ask the help of the element of water, also incredible for helping us as in this project, as water naturally retains memory. So maybe you can envision yourself standing in the middle of a gentle river, feeling the pull of the current. And allow anything that you'd like to release to be pulled away down the current right now. Any negative patterns, any trauma, anything that no longer serves you. You can watch it, observe it, float downstream. And we'll enlist the help of air. Feel the wind or the breeze on our skin. And its specialty is to pull out all of our stories, our egos, leaving behind only the shining truth. And then finally, we'll ask the element of earth with its magnetic properties to pull any heaviness or burdens that we're still carrying. Pull it down towards its surface and stick to it. And trust that the earth will transform this energy into higher vibrational resonance, akin maybe to a seed being sprouted into new life. Now, the thing about our thoughts is that they tend to kidnap us and take us away on these wild rides. This happens to all of us. It's normal, it's natural, or a condition maybe, I'm not sure, but it happens anyways to the best of us. The idea is to just get used to this practice when you realize that you're on one of these tangents, to gently bring yourself back to the present moment, back to your breath, back to what you're doing. And it's just simply the continual bringing ourselves gently back to this moment, that practice that eventually keeps the thoughts from kidnapping us and taking us away as often. We get to stay more in this perfect present moment, which is where all the magic is. It's where all the peace is. So now let's take the journey from our head space down to our chest cavity where the heart resides. Let's use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. I'd like you to experience this journey viscerally. So feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft patting of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. And feel the buoyancy, the lightness as you glide down the staircase. And as you arrive on the platform, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it, maybe a wall has been built. This is also normal and natural. We all develop protective measures for ourselves. What I'd like you to realize right now is that this is your heart. You have full access, VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So I want you to go ahead and envision those locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open. Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open a bit. And brilliant beams of yellow golden light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you really are as well. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception right now and experience, instead of our usual physical bodies, our energy bodies or our light bodies. I want you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're kind of floating there, existing like a light cloud. It's very blissful. Everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. It doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is total connection. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with that flow right now, because that's what we want. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this. And there's no need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things that you might experience when you first join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point, on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe, and they are also you. We are all one being, one light, one consciousness. We're all the same pie, bringing slightly different flavors to the same pie. Now, this nexus is a place of incredible power. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracles, and a wondrous capacity to create. And that's what we're going to take advantage of here today. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention. Because we can. So I want you to go ahead now and envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having in all its glorious wild detail. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like you to fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body is balanced, your mental body is full of clarity, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And we can trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. And anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available to us. I'd like you to experience this vitality right now. I'm feeling very light, as if effervescent bubbles are just coursing through my entire being right now. My DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level, the quantum level. Everything phasing, realigning into its natural, perfect, healthy state of balance. It's truly invigorating. Now that you're experiencing this vitality, I'd like you to extend it to include your friends and family. Witness the expressions of relief and wonderment on their faces too. And then stretch it out to include your community and then the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. We were all healers. It's just a matter of focusing our intention and sending the energy out. Now let's talk about abundance. There's plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth, cooling if they need it. And there's plenty left over for comforts. So maybe we could travel around once in a while. But most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions or dreams in life. Each of us, we're seeded with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. And not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we each also have an innate need and desire to contribute. So when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, that's okay. Don't worry. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into your conscious awareness, that information. So let's go ahead and generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we felt in our lives before. Or perhaps that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of your day, being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning, excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. Now, we just did this for the entire world. So what does that look like now? I see all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we're living on a planet free of pollution, living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? And look at us exploring our limitless potential together, inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And I want you to see this as already being done. It has already happened. It is done. So say we all. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But today, let's celebrate this wonderful existence together in song, in music, in dancing, in laughter, in playing. I can see us all at a big outdoor music concert festival. Everybody rejoicing together. All the relationships healing. Love being transmitted and received. I'm walking down the street in my reality, seeing all the smiles on strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. It's magnificent. And let's intend one more thing while we're here together. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. Something wondrous happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, the heavier, lower energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment. This all falls away, and we naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief. What joy. Even the systems that may govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the tension, worry, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders into the atmosphere above us to be transformed into the higher resonance vibrations that's more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion. I'm sensing all the connections, cleansing, clearing, opening up, communication flowing. The atmosphere is just so smooth. It's just so easy to be. It's so easy just to be. Now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality, I want you to just stop. If you're out for a picnic with your family, marveling at their glowing faces, seeing your children and grandchildren thrive. You're out for a walk in the forest with your dog, enjoying the serenity. You're having a laugh with your buddies on the court. Or if you're creating something magnificent in the kitchen or at work. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just stop in your shoes right now and look at all the beauty surrounding you. All the natural beauty, all the man-made beauty, and just drink it in. Feel this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports us at all times, and receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you've just created. Now I'd like to connect with just a little bit of gratitude before we finish off. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this incredible existence. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all this beauty. Thank you to my emotions for guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with light and healing and love and energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I want you to take this entire beautiful reality that you've created and build it up as an energy ball in your center right now, in the heart space, the solar plexus, the dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball. Make it crackle with life, and then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt. The fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in, build up that energy. And then when we're going to exhale, we're going to release and share that with the world. Here we go. build it up, and share it. Exhale completely. Give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with love and light and healing and energy. Good job. I can just feel all those concentric rings of energy circling the planet, causing all the other like energies to light up in response, blanketing the world in peace and love, prosperity. Now I'd like you to wiggle your fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper. And maybe shift your limbs around a little bit to really come back in. And when you feel you're ready to come back into the room or your space, open your eyes. And just notice how you're feeling right now. Know that you can come back to this state of being at any point of your choosing with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do this practice, so that we can call it up instantly, anytime, all the time. Eventually, we won't have to put any effort into it anymore. We just become walking, talking, natural transmitters of this high frequency energy that's more in tune with who we truly are, creating the reality of our choosing all around us because we can, because we are that powerful. And so much more when we put our intentions together this way. So thank you for joining me in these intentions. They expand exponentially. Allowing us to create the reality of our choosing all around us. And it's always a choice. Every new moment is a new choice. And that is freedom. So have fun with this. If you've been doing this for a while, you're already really familiar with this building of your perfect world, your perfect reality, then try doing it with the single conscious breaths. Anytime you get a chance during the day, when you're brushing your teeth, when you're cooking supper, when you're standing in line, maybe just before you fall asleep. And just play with it and see over the next week or two what kind of shifts start happening in your life. Do you feel differently? Do you see things differently? Do you behave differently? Does the world seem to be a different place? Okay, with that, I'll leave you and we'll see you again for the next intention tomorrow.